So, how is everybody doing? We're here with another week done. For the Cookie Kindness Project, we did Massachusetts this week, and the official state cookie recipe was sesame cookies. Um, has anybody eaten a sesame cookie before? So, this batch went to my friend Alex's aunt, Amy, who lives in Oxford, Massachusetts. Anybody ever been to Plymouth Rock? I feel like you grew up on the East Coast if you know how to spell Massachusetts without spell check or Googling. I say this because my husband cannot spell Massachusetts and he grew up on the West Coast. So I probably have a bias. And sorry, Hubs, for, spilling your secret. Anyways, this recipe I didn't half the recipe because it wasn't too big, but I cooked the full recipe and it made about 64 frickin' cookies. I fit 2 dozen on a regular bake sheet. So if that helps you figure out sizing, a little bigger than a walnut. I usually like to make sure whenever I'm cooking balls, not like discs they're not gonna like expand because they don't expand when you bake them. They puff up. I always make sure that they kind of like sit really, like they fit perfectly in the center of my palm, and that's how I know if they're the right size. Hopefully that's helpful. Bigger than a walnut. What else did I learn while I was making these? I just totally lost my train of thought. Oh, so there's no specification on how to mix all the ingredients, so I'm going to recommend that you beat the shortening first, then add the eggs, then add the sugar, just so everything gets well incorporated. I sometimes will just throw everything into one bowl. That's a very Mary Berry, if you watch the Great British Bake Off. It's a very Mary Berry trick. But if you don't like doing that and you kind of like to be more meticulous, I recommend beating the shortening before adding the eggs. And don't forget to add the vanilla like I did and had to add it after everything was mixed and then used my hands to make sure the vanilla was incorporated. This cookie was submitted by Bonita Morin, who got this recipe from her great grandmother, and it's an Italian cookie. So the only technically Italian cookie I've ever eaten was the pignoli, and those are with pine nuts, and I do not enjoy. I didn't enjoy them. They were very weird. It was very almondy. It had marzipan, I think, in it, or marzipan, and then rolled in pine nuts. This has the fat, but it's not. It doesn't have any almond. It's vanilla. So she recommends dipping them. Everybody likes to dunk their cookies. I love this in hot chocolate or coffee. I should have looked up this word beforehand. It's totally old school. Demitasse. I don't know. Her grandmother used to dip it in demitasse for a special treat during the cold winter months. I know I'm going to know this word after, but it's Demitasse. I'm sure all of you are like, oh yeah, and as soon as I stop filming this, I'm going to be like, I know how to pronounce it. I know exactly what they're talking about. It's like Ovaltine or something. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. All right, let's roll into this. I ran out of sesame seed. So 1 jar of sesame seed is like 2.2 ounces. I would totally recommend getting the bag of sesame seed or like from Trader Joe's, or 2 of those jars, because I did 1 dozen cookies do not have sesame seed on them. I rolled them in sunflower seeds. So I will also see if those taste good. One second. They just came They just came out of the oven. So, okay. Let's do sesame first. Here we go. There we go. All right. These need to be dunked in something. The cookie is good, but it's weird to taste sesame on them and it not be a bagel. Is that like wrong to say? Okay, let's try the sunflower seeds. So you didn't have to, if you run out of sesame seed and you have sunflower seeds, do not dunk these in milk. They don't need any help sticking to the dough. I prefer the sunflower seeds, you guys. This tastes more like a cookie. This tastes more like a confused bagel. But not bad. It's just, if I'm gonna eat sesame seeds, I want it to be with cream cheese. That might be the New Yorker in me, I'm not sure. You let me know. If you make them, tag me in your photo, let me know how yours came out. If you agree, if you disagree. Alex, I hope your Aunt Amy enjoys these. It is definitely starting to get cold back east, and I'll make sure I tell her to dunk them in her hot chocolate. All right, guys, if you want to get in on the Cookie Kindness Project, sign up to be on my newsletter. They get first dibs, and then I push it out to the Cookie Kindness Facebook group that I have going on and put the ask out there. So I'll catch you next Friday.